different fucking afterlives where souls go to when they die, having some ectoplasm is kind of important for that ritual, because you don't want to physically step into the afterlife. You will actually die in seconds. Like, people don't come back from the afterlife once they go. So you kind of need to, you need a way to get there without actually being there.
So, Red, what happened last time?
Well, it began mostly with Erica and Cody decided to buy some more protection for themselves, as things have been getting a little bit more crazier than usual. Outside of the unusual things, supernatural-wise, we weren't really aware of, except think we're probably crazy. There was, Erica's situation with Riley and Sonia and her other new friend stalker, who is not a friend anymore, Malachi as well, and Cody. Patricia seems to be very intent to ensure that their relationship continues without any precedent in the way, namely, even with Cody's feelings about the matter. As everyone went to Snakey to ensure a good transaction of weapons, as Cody explained the situation with him, Erica with him as well, and Snakey seemed willing to help. A little surprised about what the fuck's going on, but happy to help as well. Cody as well introduced Erica to his friend White Rabbit, as he offered that what happened, that White Rabbit might have answers, though he seemed to be a bit unsure. As we talked a bit more about what's going on, he alluded that the world is a bit more to it than what we can perceive, and that when you see through it, then that's the way it is, basically. Like that whole thing with Riley and Sonia, there's a lot more to it. A sacrifice, rituals, things like that. And also the fact alluded to Cody that there's memories or something that he needs to remember that he's going to try to help him with, or Rabbit's going to help him remember with. And regardless, that he's willing to offer assistance, but really comes up to Cody in regard for a lot of things. As well as the fact that, as we were talking about not trusting Riley, Riley was with Lucy, having to explain the interesting dream she had with someone who was questioning her about her motives and such, with Sam's body as a avatar in the dreams or such, and Riley, of course, talking with them, but wanting to ensure like that wouldn't happen again, or how they would deal with such a visitor. And there's only one other person she could possibly go to, as Lucy had no clue really, but offered to give her some pills and such so she could maybe learn a bit more training, as she did have a conversation with Patricia, who offered some assistance, as Patricia helped her explain about the will of the dreamer and how you use it affects one and vice versa, as well as other things you could do. And you can also capture this intruder, we'll say, for your own amusement, of course. And Riley would always love to have amusement. And there came a moment where Patricia and Riley became one mind, we'll say, as Riley decided, as the training was going on, to take it a step further. And for a minute there, they felt the same thoughts, the same existence became worse and better at the same time, we'll say, as Patricia's feelings and emotions also became Riley's and vice versa. And there's something that Patricia wants more than anything else, and Riley has the drive to do it, and Patricia has the power, the means to. And they became one complete, horror show, we'll say. And with the great gift that Riley had given Patricia, she also decided to help out further by twisting some fates, we'll say. Changing some things up for Riley. Something that Erica had that Patricia fully believes Riley deserves more. She decided to swap in and out, essentially. And Riley, of course, would use this to the great benefit of herself. As that was going on, Lucy was making plans in the background. Erica got a call from her good friend Sonia, who was begging and asked for help. The people that she had left her with she was still in their clutches, and she needed some help, please, basically. And Riley, hearing her friend, wasn't going to leave her alone, as she went to go tell Cody, mostly to have someone to know where she went, as Sam was, of course, in the hospital, having dealt with his encounter with Malachi, I will say. Cody, of course, brought up logical conclusions to Erica, reminded her, like, this sounds like a trap and this is not a good idea, though Erica seemed frustrated and very unwilling to leave her to her fate that may happen. Even if maybe she knows it's a trap, she couldn't stand the idea of leaving her friend there. Though, understanding that Cody was right in the end. And it was interrupted with a knock on the door as a man came in with a bit more confidence than most, as he introduced himself as Desmond, here to sell some weapons and ensure we need everything we can to for firepower to Cody and Erica's confusion. Um, he said a few things, words that didn't really make sense to Erica or Cody, and pointed out things that we just he seemed more aware of as he showed off weapons, handed them off, and assumedly told him like, "Well, I'm going to drive you there to this place where your friends is. You're going to go in. You're going to kill everybody. Don't ask any questions. Don't be a little bitch." And Erica and Cody just nodding along, not knowing how to really deal with this change of plans. We'll say, as we took a drive there. Oh, we beforehand, of course. Erica, unknowing, of course, had a bit of a vision as, well, her old friend, we'll say, decided to say hello, as I believe he was very, very, like, wanting her back. Derek was saying, like, wanted to return back to what they were, begging for, like, her to, just go back to the ways things are, to her rage and fear, as, like I said, the fear became rage as she took a couple bullets, shooting what she believed was Derek, as Desmond held Cody off to allow her to work through this. And with a heavy breath, she, well, in her mind, killed him before looking back and realizing it wasn't there, confused even more, though didn't have much time to wait to think as Desmond hustled them along to continue some plans. And as we went on, of course, Riley woke up from her wonderful training session with Patricia to Lucy look of confusion, not aware of what has happened, but seeing that something has changed. Well, with this new power or new advantages or disadvantages, depending how you look at it, that Riley has gained, that means that she's opened up new avenues to herself. And now this want that Erica has changed now. Now they can do something a little bit more than just this small little job that they had planned of using Malachi as a sacrifice and returning Erica where she belonged. And decided to transfer her, as Lucy, confused but more than unwilling to say no, decided to take their leave with all her men. And, well, things didn't really go correctly, as instead of going to wherever they were planning to go to, they came upon a strange but friendly-ish woman of many spider eyes and such, as she seemed to be more curious than alarmed at their at their appearance. She asked Riley some questions about what exactly she wants, and when she wants something more than just the small cult here, when you want to be worshipped by everyone as you deserve, and even changing her little goons, we'll say, into something much better and stronger than what they were. And Riley was seeing a chance to make new friends, especially if the chance to make it to the very top where she deserves, decided to agree with this strange being who seemed to be willing to give her the tools or advice she needs to make the next steps. And while that was going on, Erica, Cody, and Desmond made their way to what presumably was Riley's old hangout. Erica saw the vision of Sam and chased after him to walk in to see Malachi, who seemed more than determined to keep Erica by his side at all times, regardless of what she wants. As Cody started opening fire, Malachi seemed to be not at all concerned about what was going on, though I think Erica was having a hard time seeing what was going on, as Malachi's dead body was actually him moving, as his appearance dropped to what he actually is, as he, well, I said, choked Erica, held her up to place, and demanded went off for a kiss. Erica stabbing at him repeatedly, trying to get away, to Malachi's utter confusion. Things went on more as he eventually let her go and flew off. Maybe too many injuries, maybe too many stabs, what have you. But he took his leave as Desmond was watching the back, not interfering, but giving advice. Eventually, it became known to us with Desmond after Malachi left that, well, the people we came to kill or fight against are gone now, but he'll give us some time to recover. Back probably in 2 weeks or so to ensure whatever the next phase of this whole process. We just need to get our shit together, essentially. As Erica got a text from Sam saying that he was on his way home, essentially. We made our way back, injured, confused, a bit bewildered, as everything seemed to have gotten so fast. Erica returning home to see Sam having escaped the hospital. He tried to deny, concerned and asking questions about what had happened, and if Erica needs anything. And Erica, in a fit of maybe just exasperation or just frustration, spilled everything to Sam. Didn't even hold back, as Sam took it pretty well. Didn't immediately throw her into a loony bin, we'll say, for now, at the very least, as he offered to get her coffee and we'll sit down and talk about this. And I believe Riley, after his lovely conversation with her new friend, appeared in front of the woman Riley was worshiping. I believe the name was known to her now as Gamel, or at least a vessel in this point of time, as Riley took a step further and, with Patricia's whispers in her ear, consumed whatever was there before and made it her own. As the woman struggled against whatever Riley was doing, but couldn't really stop her. And Riley took a new appearance, as Richard and all her disciples look at her with awe and fear, or more likely awe and worship, really. And they went to bow to her, as she has taken a one step closer to becoming everything she's ever wanted. And I think that's where it ended last.
But I think, didn't you also have a conversation with Sam, basically? You just kind of like told him everything.
Yeah, I said Erica just dumped it
Yeah.
all on his. Yeah, she did.
Yeah, we'll continue with that. As you spend the entire night just sort of telling him everything, as he's just not saying anything, just listening very attentively. And it's about 7 in the morning. Several cups of coffee down, a lot of emotions sort of let loose. He's still just there listening, never once coughing, never once rolling his eyes. Very much listening and taking it all in.
So, think I'm crazy? Insane? Gonna throw me out into, I don't know, a padded room or something?
No.
Okay, so we're both crazy. That's good to know.
You didn't expect that answer.
I don't know what to expect anymore. I don't know what I'm seeing is real, or if Cody wasn't there, I probably would have think I'm losing my fucking mind.
I was just about to say, I've dealt with a lot of people in my life, and I can tell when someone's bullshitting and not. So you're definitely not lying to me. And if your story just gets verified, now, see, if it was just you, maybe I could have had doubts. When you have other people that share in the same, he does the air quotes, insanity, is it really insanity anymore?
I don't know. It doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't
No, it
know
doesn't.
what's happening.
But after a while in life, you just kind of take things in stride.
Okay, there's stride and there's this, but okay. I don't know, I don't really know what the fuck's to do.
Do you want to? Because this Desmond fellow doesn't seem... Is that what you want, though? To just pick up a gun and kill her?
My friend is dead. I saw it. She died suffering. She died in fear. She died in the worst way. Deserve it. And I don't want to live my life terrified, waiting for the worst thing to happen every time I do anything. I don't know if there's any way to like incarcerate someone like that. I don't even know how this even works.
I think we're a bit beyond incarceration.
Yeah. And what's worse is that it could happen again to anyone. She could do it again to any person she wants. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
This is a difficult situation.
Yeah, that's a word for it. And only the only thing that's come out of this is a guy giving me a gun and saying you have a chance to actually do something about it. So don't really see a lot of chances popping up.
Just be careful not to get revenge is. I think I read this somewhere. Revenge is like a sword with no handle.
Yeah.
You can swing it, but at the end of the day, you're gonna get hurt just as bad as the one you're swinging it at.
Yeah. Probably, at the very least, but I'm tired of living my life fucking cowering in the goddamn dark. If I can stop her, I will. I'm not gonna lie to you, Sam. I don't know why she's coming after me. I assume it has something to do with Derek, but I don't know. I haven't seen him in a while, so who knows if that's true or not. Maybe it's. I wouldn't care as much if it wasn't my friend, if it wasn't me that she's trying to. I don't even know. Maybe out of revenge. Maybe I've hurt her in some way that I just didn't realize. I don't fucking know.
No, it's sometimes large see power corrupts, and the more power you have, the easier it is to be corrupted.
Yeah. But it wasn't just. It was like she was in ecstasy. Everything, every horrible thing she did, she just. I've seen that look before. I know what it.
My point. Corruption can come in many forms. Some people fall to their base instincts. Some people fall different desires they might have. Some people just finally get their chance to get the revenge. So I'm concerned about you, Erica. You have a good heart, and I suffered. I don't want to see you lose yourself to that suffering, to that pain.
Yeah, well, I don't think there's a such thing as a letting this all go and hoping for the best situation.
He's gonna like put his hand over yours and says, "Just gonna be here for you. I don't think you're insane. I think the situation might be crazy, but I believe you. I'm gonna try and help you."
You really don't have to do that, Sam. I don't. This whole thing is crazy and it's fucking terrifying, and you don't have to get yourself involved with this.
I'm already
being-
kind of involved.
Well, shit. Yeah, I don't know about the Malachi situation. That's weird enough as it is.
Erica, I need you to. You're tired. Go to sleep. Promise nobody will be able to hurt you here. Meanwhile, I'll go chat with Cody and see where his head is at.
Okay, I'll take your advice this one time. God damn it! I need to lay myself down.
Yeah, he's gonna even let you get some, at this point, well-deserved rest, as you are, in fact, exhausted. Till your body just fall into the slumber. I have no... You should roll this.
Okay, 1 second.
If you succeed, you'll roll again.
You should roll it like 5 times.
I guess you just have a pleasant... As Cody, you awake, get up in the morning, as there's a knock at your door.
I go check it out.
As you open the door, it's Samuel. with like coffee. Glad you're awake. It's time we chat a bit.
Sure. What for? I go to a fucking kitchen area or like I'm not sure how big this apartment is. The fucking table in the corner.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment. Have a kitchen. Not savages.
I don't have a kitchen in my apartment. Like I do, it's like weird. It's like, holy shit, this is bigger than mine.
As he gonna say, we don't like the number of rooms. Anyways, sits you down and says, Erica told me. So,
Sure, you believe her?
Well, let's see. And he's gonna start asking you a series of questions, very specific, as he's like going to validate some of the information Erica gave him.
Yeah, Cody's validating away.
And yeah, about an hour later, he's like, yeah, I mean, I believed her, but told her she's not really insane if you all sort of have the same story. Unless this is some sort of big prank, in which case I don't really find it funny.
No, I don't think. Sadly, this is not a prank. And unfortunately, I started believing a bit too late.
What's your
Yeah,
take
welcome.
on this savior, Desmond?
He is aggressive and violent. Considering the people we're dealing with, not the worst traits to have. I think he prefers violence. He's definitely, assuming he is not a spy of some kind, I think he has probably been wronged in the past and he just wants revenge and death and destruction for those that caused suffering.
So do you have to everything you've seen, you truly do believe that? But naive, don't you think?
Yeah, as I said, he could have just also be a spy. It was pretty weird. Both, so he did. There was some weird stuff going on with Erica yesterday. But yeah, I generally don't know who to trust besides just kind of going along on rails.
I think it's time you start taking some decisions of your own. Well, Erica's sleeping right now, so I'm gonna tell you this before I talk with her, and then we can all sit down and make a decision together. At least you two. Question is, Cody, what kind of person do you want to be? What Riley did and what she's involved with. Horrifying. There is no words I can use to describe the amount of vile, horrendous actions they took. Do them justice. But question is, do you think fighting fire with fire is the wise decision? Or is this something you want to do? Because Desmond clearly has the capability. Only question, and my only concern is you go down a path where you become the thing you fight.
You think the problem is I think that road has already been long. The problem is I think I was putting the car on a downward hill.
Yeah.
I don't think there's not an option. I guess there's surrendering.
The question is,
Fight. I think your choice is surrendering and fighting. I think there is no peaceful option here.
difference between peaceful option and going nuclear.
Well, that's true. I guess that's true. I suppose, but right now, I do not have a nuke, and if I had, I wouldn't want to deploy
I
a
think
nuke in the city.
Desmond is your nuke. have it in your hand. Just need to use it, I guess. The only question is, you want to do that? Do you think inflicting suffering will make it better for you? We're not talking about like survival here. That is a given. But beyond that,
I mean, if you kill not only the murderer, but someone who wants to murder you and murder others, that does make the world a little bit better in my mind.
just sort of frowns. Think on that.
Well,
Yeah, and gets up.
I mean, she did kind of approach me and told me it's either fighting or surrendering.
That's on you to believe her, forgiven, or find another way. I have some business to attend to. I'll be back later in the afternoon. After Erica get some sleep. Don't leave the building, I guess.
Yeah, not intending to. Nope. I'll stay in my little fortress here. Also, by the way, you want to buy more? Actually, I think we have enough smart devices here now, and we don't need more.
Yeah, she told me about the magic cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. Just sort of take his leave. Wanted.
You did have them for like a bajillion years.
Never needed, because
Squeeze his balls a bit.
listen, if you just do what the thing says you want to do without me like forcing you, quite easy. I don't ever need to like trigger your disadvantages if you just jump into them. Your phone rings.
Mhm.
And there's an unknown number.
As I pick up.
As you hear like this
Hello?
distorted voice on the other end. Finally speak directly.
Who is this?
I think you know who I am, Cody.
Finally, I can work on those fucking Tetramatica.
I've seen what he talked with you. You really want to do that? Sit down and take it.
No, I think Sam is a good. I think Sam has a bit of a point that I think when it comes to Moses devotee, not about the whole revenge thing, but in this situation, no.
There's a reason why they're afraid of you, Cody. You have the power. Fight Riley on equal grounds.
The Metropolis Fed's calling me, right? I don't think I have right. No, maybe I have right now, but I still have to figure out how. I probably still need to help remembering.
You merely tapped into a glimpse of your power, and you were able to take Erica out. Defy of their fortresses and powers.
I mean, truth be told, that Billy guy and you also helped.
Billy was merely a messenger, Cody.
You know, we've been kind of speaking a lot. Who or what exactly are you?
I am what I am. You'll
And
remember soon.
Why exactly call me now? Are you like gaining in power or something? Before it was just text messages.
You are getting closer to remembering.
Ah, you like my alter ego or my hidden power? This what's going on here? Or like an old partner of mine?
Yeah, yeah. Let's go with that one.
Oh, gotcha.
Your
I do think you have
power
a point
is
about the desk.
fragmented right now, Cody. Need to bring the two halves together. And you sitting in that building, taking the pacifist option. You could grab power and do with it as you do.
As Cody will fucking side it and kind of nod.
You
Assuming that he has cameras and whatnot.
say, come to this address. Your
Even though
your old lab is awaiting you.
I do have to admit he had a bit of a point. Well, I do want to hurt these people, and I do want to fight them back.
Shouldn't be forced
There's
to
a bit of
bow
a line.
down to this antiquated spirits of the past. The choice is yours. You will be waiting here, regardless. And I just kind of cuts off.
See, let's just like use ass. I also have an advantage. I do not have a disadvantage. I have, in fact, an advantage, an advisor.
That's an interesting way to view that.
Assuming it's not a trap, of course, and I just like kill myself.
Well, I mean, highly unlikely. White Rabbit has been helping you several times.
Yeah. I see why Grand never spent those fucking hold. There's no need to spend this hold.
You were working?
There's no need to spend those. Yeah, there's no need to spend those. I'm sorry, Mr. Liberal, but I don't think you can talk down Hitler from doing the Holocaust. And unlike you, I do not want to sit on my little fortress here and just do nothing as people suffer. As as Cody will text Sam that yeah, I have something to do, or I will not be able to attend the meeting. Maybe be later, depending on it. It was put it later in the evening.
And yeah, you then get a cab and go to the address you were given.
I ask him what you want on the way back. Yeah, some ice cream on the way back. And no, just kidding.
Yeah, I mean, there's not gonna be any response from Sam anyway. As
Damn.
you get to address. This is it's like a shitty ass kind of rundown warehouse near the one of the port areas. As you walk up, you can open the garage door, the unlocked. You walk in, and as you walk in, there's a. You can give me a see through the illusion.
Yes, sir.
As the room
7.
twists with you, you see yourself in this sort of. It's definitely not a warehouse, and the door behind you is gone. You are in fact in a room filled with screens, endless amount of screens as far as you can see, and there's this sort of kind of like hold this. reclining chair. You know those things you sit at on when you go to the dentist.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
one
I
of
know what you
those
mean. Yeah,
large chairs. As you,
I know. I know. It's kind of computer rules.
yeah,
The
and
fucking
kind of,
Netrunner chair from Cyberpunk.
yeah, exactly. Looks like that one. Less bulky, but still sort of just kind of in the middle of this, filled with, and all the screens are just sort of tuned like a dead channel. As you see, like the flickering on.
There's only screens, no computers, whatnot, no
No,
nothing.
no, no computers. There's no keyboards. There's no other electronics you see.
The fuck is this shit now? They approach the chairs.
Yeah, the chair does have a very familiar look to it.
Try to text the White Rabbit. Is this it?
As it will text back. Yes. Take your rightful seat.
I am, in fact, Agent Smith.
I don't know. I don't think Agent Smith being contacted by the White Rabbit.
As yeah, he will take his seat.
As you do, the chair almost like it feels very comfortable. As there, you feel like a pain in the back of your head, as wires sort of connect to you. As suddenly your vision kind of blurs, as you can see your own body, but from like a bird's eye view. As you realize you can see through the computer screens. And it's a very confusing sight.
Can I still speak?
Yeah, you mean it's hard, but when you speak, you can hear your voice sort of reverberate, as you can feel many threads. You can almost as if you are being surrounded by the threads, and each one leads to a different destination. As you see this woman find up.
The actual e-girl! I knew it! Patricia was a fraud! See, I told you I was going for the e-girl. Patricia was not it.
You don't deserve her. She's a queen.
Uh, I can. Maybe I'm lucky and somebody. Yes, there we go. Cosplayers to my rescue. My true salvation. An exaggerated pose, but nope, never mind. But yes, this is in fact the true e-girl. You are very much correct, Mac.
I went from one limbo demon to the other limbo demon. But it's the cool limbo demon, so fuck you, Patricia. I win still.
I think you do.
That's your get that Urban Shadow game ready.
Yeah.
It is. It is ready.
You. The pose is exaggerated, but you get the. This is in fact how she is dressed. It's like full leather jacket, and the sort of sunglasses are not like sunglasses. They're embedded in her face.
I was about to say this is Trinity. I was about to say.
Fortunately, I don't limit my hackening to one series. There's it's finally good to meet you in person.
What is this? Is this? But what do I see? Do I see just like fucking like just the void around me?
Yeah, you're almost
Like a
like
white room?
floating in this sort of voidless expanse. There's a lot of wires around you as they sort of pulsate this red and white light.
I didn't expect that. Is this what the cyberspace looks like? Huh.
Welcome back.
Hello?
We can
Might
drop
I-
the nicknames.
Yeah, might I get a name, Miss
Molly.
Molly? All right, so I take a hazard and I assume this is more than just the room and the apartment block. As I look at the wires,
You are correct. From
how far
here,
is this?
you have starting to take back the power you once used. And she gestures for one of the wires.
Yeah, I checked out that wire. Yeah.
As a little cut. It's Riley. You are still within your domain. What is your next move? Your newfound proclivities.
Well, the first thing is, I'd like to speak. I would very much like to speak with Lucy.
Yeah? And with a mere thought, you make yourself known in your presence. Lady?
Lucy. Oh. I'd have to postpone the lesson because there's something I want to do first.
Of course.
Do you know where the Malachi, the fallen one you called him? Do you know where he is?
She nods.
Good. I want him.
Smiles. Of course. You want to get him yourself, or might be a bit difficult for me and Richard to restrain him.
Oh no. I will handle that. I just need to know where he is.
I can take you to him.
Good. Let's not waste any time then.
She nods and you see a door being manifested on one of the exits as she will open it for you. And as you both go through it, you find yourself in a very deserted bar as Malachi is sort of just drinking. Or kind of like looking up at you. Then like, there's a look of surprise on his face.
And how are you doing tonight, Malachi?
Roll me that object of desire, I guess.
Absolutely. Ah, God, amazing, a failure. What I wanted.
Yeah.
Twisting the cult for me. Oh, please fail all my rolls.
These failures, I don't know. These failures, successes, I don't know, man. I don't see the downside.
Yeah, he just sort of feel like shit. What do you want with me?
I just wanted to let's talk for a bit. I mean, I guess if you really wanted to, we could try to have another go at Erica, but does Erica deserve you, though, Malachi?
He kind of like seems sort of pondering that question. You can feel like you can like see how vulnerable this being is in front of you. You could easily just push your will onto it. Roll me see through the illusion.
Through the illusion. Well, failure.
Good. You still are new at this, so powers are not that easily. So as you sort of look at him, he recoils. Says, "You want with me?"
So Riley will say, I want to help you, Malachi. No, I don't see just violent man. Look at a man lost, alone. I think people like Eric have been very unkind to you, very unfair to you.
So, are you gonna be nice to me?
Sir Riley will smile. And she'll say, Pens, do you want me to? Do you want to be nice to me?
He like almost shakes his head as if like trying to sort of stave off tiredness, as just being in your presence is exhausting for him. As he's just gonna sort of an outburst of rage, kind of flip the table, shove it away. What do you? Stay out of my head.
You have to forgive me for that. It's still rather new. So Riley's going to be straightforwardly honest, as she'll say, I want to spend some time with you. Intimate time.
As give me an
We can do.
influence other.
Alright.
Well,
15
yeah.
success.
Well, if your magic bullshit doesn't work, I guess you can always rely on good old persuasion.
Two persuasive juggling arguments.
He nods at that. Fuck not. She rejected me. As you can feel him slipping ever so slightly under your control. Meanwhile, Cody, you follow Molly's lead. Gestures for one of the threads.
Yeah, I go forward.
Just let your senses flow through it. Here to guide you.
And do have to ask you a bit of a question? I overall still disagree with Sam, but he does with 1 point. Was I a monster in the past, or no? I don't think I was as bad as Riley knows of, or her people, or the cult that she's with, or Patricia and whatnot. But will I find like human experiments and whatnot? Isn't like,
What?
or anything horrific
Do
of
you
that nature?
She just looks very confused at this line of questioning. What?
Okay, I'm sorry. Grunt. Basically, I'm asking again. Oh, fuck.
It feels a very
Fuck.
meta-y question, Mac, I'll be honest.
It's not a meta question. It's not a meta
Like, who
question.
was I in the past? What?
No, okay, no. It's basically like a, will I become just a different type of like category of basically is some basically
I see
Cody's
what
basically
you're
saying like
asking.
Sam had a bit of a point when like when fighting fire with fire you might
Yes.
become the fire. Basically Cody's like saying I don't want to become another tyrant to fight the tyrants. That's basically Cody's
She
intention of
just
asking.
kind of says that. Well, isn't that something that's left up to you? Oh, you weren't bad to me in the past.
Yeah, no, I wasn't asking like what my identity was basically. I was just asking. Okay, yeah, Cody will not. All right then. Let's see if my old memories can help me out here.
We're not going down. This is not. What do you think this place is?
I mean, my first guess is gonna be a hard drive, I guess. I'm not sure, but also magic exists, so I'm not sure how these concepts
Oh.
interact with each other. My guess would be either a hard drive or a dreamscape, or something in between, or a mix.
Chuckles. Now, look through the threads.
All right, then I guess the third option is that RuneScape. Then I suppose I assume it's like memories of mine. As I follow the thread.
No, it's just cameras. Information. As you see this bar. You realize this is not your memories, man. This is just, you can just see through cameras.
Oh, these are actual cameras. Yeah. Oh, these are. It goes like, oh shit, this is like the fucking electric grid for the entire city.
Yes,
Oh shit. Oh.
this is the internet. Or at least one version of it.
Yeah, what do I see as I follow that thread that she pointed me
Well,
at?
you see the scene as this woman is sort of holding Malachi's gaze in an empty bar. While the woman, you've seen her before in a different circumstance. As
Did I actually? I have a question. Did I
I
see
think
Gamaliel?
I think you saw her. I think it was like very short, brief instant before you rescued Erica.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah, not true.
Um, yeah, continuing that conversation with Riley. He says, is this your proposition? Have you become this lonely in your palace? You now wander off outside.
As she'll actually say, I do suppose not everyone would recognize me. I'm Riley. Did you forget that?
You different. You look different.
I know. It's still. That's why I had to. That's why I apologized for earlier. It's still getting used to all of it.
Yeah, he looks taken aback, but like nods in understanding. Okay, well. Why not then? As he will begin undressing.
In the fucking bar with other people in the bar.
No, there's no one around.
I can but say.
Very conveniently deserted. Other than Lucy, I guess, but she's gonna stand guard.
Has been conveniently cleared out by hell demons.
The 20 Raz. No, not the fucking upgraded Raz.
Cody, you do see the woman who basically said she was Riley now. That's how she looks. Well, have sex with this man, but it's your perspective is a bit different. Why don't you give me a see through the illusion, Cody?
Yes, sir.
If you succeed, or she actually unraveling this.
This is where I fail now.
Not the most vital one, but it's just gonna give you.
Oh, not the okay. In that case, it's just an overall. Another failure.
Yeah, I mean, you just sort of see them go at it, or sort of eventually you're gonna be yanked back, and you feel like something unlatched itself from the back of your head as you are back in that room, Molly next to you.
Oh. This room still like a completely like a no door.
Yeah, it's just screens around you.
I think we went the wrong corner. I'm not sure what the. Either I failed to either I've missed a true point or we went around the wrong corner. I'm not sure.
Staying too long gets you risk of being spotted. But it was just wanted to show you that your enemies are not stopping. He's gathering more allies, more work for her.
Yeah, I figured as much. I don't think cult leaders kind of rest on their laurels and just stop once in a comfy position.
Why you need to find your... Let's call them that for now.
So, who are my people? I mean, there's you and who else? Are these like contacts or allies, friends, or?
Yes. currently
It-
locked away. But
I take it.
you need to leave this place. Through here you can form all your thing you want.
I take it when Patricia asked me to decode the program, it was you? Or this location?
Trisha wants to kill us. You gave her the weapon, but we move fast enough. I think she's now being a bit more distracted with other things.
Yeah, honestly, I'm not that good with a gun. I don't gonna be much use out there.
Guns are very primitive.
Yeah. Though, and I'm not sure how much influence, I mean, being controlling the electrical grid and whatnot is very powerful, but I mean,
You realized with a bunch of cell phones you broke into a separate dimension and walked out. Why do you keep underestimating your power?
because honestly, I don't know what the limit of my power is.
Shouldn't you
I
want
still
to
don't-
find out then?
As Cody will just nod. Time to fight, I guess, time to fight these people on a bit more equal ground.
Jack back in.
Into my Netrunner chair.
Yeah, that's unironically a Netrunner chair. As
I was restraining myself to make that joke in character because Cody might know about Cyberpunk. I was
I
restraining
think,
myself.
listen, make all the jokes. They're right there.
As no. As actually, before going on, he will make a fucking he will ask Molly. So, are you human or not? A little question.
I'm not a human.
Are you like a program or are you a
She
creation of
nods.
mine? Ah. So the people are hunting. I'm also my creations.
She nods again.
Was I a fucking Matrix fan before that?
I believe so.
It's Cody will fucking put his hands in his face in his hands. Oh my god. What have
You
I
made
done?
all of this.
As Cody realized as Cody realized who's to blame for this. Of course I was a Matrix fan. Cody was nice to chuckle. Oh god.
Need to find the most powerful of your creations.
Any info? Any more info on who that might be? Or what they were doing, kind of?
They're locked away, but in freedom. Yeah. Gonna gesture for you to jack in.
Yeah, I'll check it. As Cody like after the shock. My fucking god! Of course I laughed as a Matrix fan. This was me. This was all me.
Yeah. It was. You designed it like this.
This was all me. Because like I'm walking over to Connor's office. Kill me, Connor. You are going to so goddamn right.
Yeah. As Erica, you kind of awake as you hear there's like rumbling from the kitchen.
Well, probably a bit groggy, but she goes to check on that.
As yeah, I mean you find Sam sort of cooking. Hey, you awake?
Yeah, hey, is everything all right?
I guess it could be worse.
That's true.
Made
So,
you lunch.
Thanks. Probably takes a seat at a place they have, basically. So, are we gonna talk about,
Well, I think
If-
Cody's gone for now. Forever, I don't know.
what? What? What did that, is he okay? What did that happen?
He left texted me an excuse, but he like kind of puts down the food. Sits as well. Erica, I'm gonna pose the same question I posed to him a few hours earlier. What
Okay.
do you think? What would happen? Imagine you had these options in front of you. You could take power, sit upon a throne, and command your subjects. What would you do? Would you take that? Would you sit on the throne?
I don't know. I've never felt powerful in my entire life. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah.
I don't
Most
want
people
to
haven't.
get hurt. I don't want the people I care about to get hurt. I don't want to live a life where I have to always look over my shoulder and worry about the next person I meet gonna turn out to be a crazy person who wants to kill me. I don't want to know that my friend died suffering.
Nobody starts out with bad intentions. Power always corrupts. Do you think you're above that corruption? Immune to it? Resistant?
I don't know. I yeah, I don't know, Sam. I feel like I don't really know who I am, really. I've lived my life somewhere under one person. I can't really say what I would do with power. I feel angry all the time. I know that's for sure. Scared, but usually really fucking angry. And I don't really feel good afterwards, even when I stop a thing that hurts me. So maybe I'm just not good with violence.
You think that's a flaw?
I think it's a flaw when you can't even save yourself. It's nice to be a pacifist and all, but it makes you look like a hypocrite if you live your life just letting violence continue and you're not doing anything to even help to save people, make sure no one else gets hurt. That's how it's usually supposed to work, right?
Sort of think about that. One seems to be very keen to take the power. Everyone says, merely using it to fight back. I'm using it to defend myself. I'm using it to help people.
Well, like I said, I don't really know myself that well, but I can tell you with full honesty that I know I suck at the whole hurting people thing.
I think that's a very
Even
good
with
thing.
Is it? Even now, when it comes to people that should be hurt, I still flinch at the idea of hurting them. Riley, Malachi, whoever the fuck else hurt people I meet, means I'm waiting to just be someone's next fucking victim.
The line between defending yourself and inflicting violence upon others is not as thin as people claim it to be. Quite large, actually. It's a chasm which people cross quite easily. I'm gonna put the same choice in front of you that I put in front of Cody. You could go with someone like Desmond. He'll give you all the power you need, all the armament, tools, training. He'll turn you into greatest warrior that you imagined. People like Malachi will no longer be a threat to you. Easily probably be able to deal with them. crush them. Probably be able to fight like Riley easily. Keep up with them. Or you can choose not that. See if there is a different option. Maybe violence isn't always the solution. Sometimes those that maybe sometimes choosing more power is not the best option.
Have you ever felt powerless, Sam?
Yes,
Felt the walls closing in?
always. I've been in your position before. Many, many times.
Yeah. It's not great, you know? And I'm scared, Sam. I'm really... Yeah, there's rage, but I'm scared. Scared of what Riley's become. Scared of what's gonna happen to you, to Cody. Scared for even for what happened to Sonya. Whatever else is going on.
Fear can make us do foolish things. It can also remind us of what we need to do to live.
I mean, I haven't really lived much, Sam. I haven't really lived at all, actually. But I know one thing. Shooting people and hurting them makes me feel sick to my stomach. Makes me turn at the very mention of it. I think I can pull the trigger, yeah, but I don't think I'll survive what comes afterwards. I'm just not strong enough for that.
Seem to think that is a weakness.
Yeah, well, I think it is.
I think not shooting people, the greatest strength.
There's not shooting people and then there's naivety. Just every time I know that I should know better. Trusting people is... I should know better.
So then you're not gonna take Desmond's offer and pick up the axe of war.
I don't think I could really do it in the end. It was horrible, Sam. All of it. It was fucking horrible. And yeah, I guess it saved our lives. And I think yeah, I know it saved our lives, but I don't know if I could do it again. And that's gonna be a problem if it happens. And I have to choose between hurting someone or keeping myself safe or whatever it is. I don't know if I can do it twice.
It's not the question I'm posing. So I'm gonna put you in a situation where you can get to choose. Choose. What would you do if you had all the power? Now eat up. We'll go afterwards. Like, gets up.
Sam, are you okay?
I'm sad, but hopeful.
Okay. That's good.
Eat up. You'll need
Fine.
your strength.
She
Right.
gives him a bit of a smile and nods, a bit worried.
You finish up eating and get ready, and gonna sort of wait for you in the living room.
I'll actually be right back. I have to grab something from my things here. I'll be right back, okay?
Yeah. Which brings me then, we'll cut back then to Riley.
Mac is mega coping.
Yeah, Mac is seething. I can see like when he starts like posting in chat a lot.
Yeah.
Fucking Sam, fucking. All right, Sam. All right, you would have voted for the fucking isolation bill in 1941. You would have not declared war on Germany. I see what you would have done, Sam. You fucking liberal. The nukes ended the war, Sam. Wanted much more suffering. It's all right, Sam. I will still protect your liberal ass under my benevolent technocracy as the philosopher king.
So Riley,
What if I?
Riley, as
Yes.
you have unraveled this man. This wasn't just an act of sexual gratification. This was you imprinting your desire and will, as Malka is completely subservient now to you. What Cody failed to witness was the sort of almost threads burrowing underneath Malachi's skin and turning him into your both metaphorical and literal puppet. As Lucy smiles at you once everything is said and done, and Malachi is just kneeling in front of you, she says, "You are quite well suited for this, my lady."
Oh, thank you, Lucy.
You want to do next?
Huh. So Riley will say, I assume is Richard already finding somebody to run the business? Imagine soon enough I won't be able to take the hands-on role with it.
She nods. There are always people who want to step into that role. They might not be as talented as you, but you should do a minimum. They should do the bare minimum at the very least.
That's good. Yes, I think. Yeah, Riley's going to ask her. I think we need to do something. I don't want to go and just sit on laurels. I don't want to wait. I think we need to do something big.
She nods. What would you have in mind?
Grant, and out of character question. What Riley wants is she wants to work on. I guess she wants to work on getting I guess getting more established, more muscle, because she's pretty much at this point openly expecting she'll have to fight.
I was gonna say, do you want more Malachis, basically?
Yes.
She's gonna nod and says, "There are others like him, forgotten angels. You could bring them into the fold, just as you did him."
Well, they all like him.
Not identical, but similar in nature. Depressed, aimless.
So Riley was actually going to ask what happened to make them like this. Imagine Angel doesn't sound like the type of job you get laid off from.
Surprised. Some fail, some abandon their cause, some retreat, some run away, some get banished.
Well, let's get to work then. Let's give these lost souls something to live for again.
She smiles. Of course. Yeah, it's gonna take a while, but you'll be wandering through the different parts of the world. They're not like all in the city, but from one angel to another, as all it takes is a conversation and for them to be in your presence for long enough. And they'll eventually sort of, has Malachi, very easy to manipulate them, tap into those voids that they clearly have in them and fill them with your love and turn that love into their obsession for you. As well,
My children, I need to free you.
yeah, I think Cody, you also need to expand the recruitment, expand the army.
Listen, Sam, I know you're the BioWare Paragon option, but buddy, I don't see how the Paragon option will protect me against the sex cult.
Time to bring your children back, Cody. As you travel with Molly, you see this through the cyberspace. As you arrive at this, it's like a large square, black with reddish outline. It says, "This is where they imprison it. Your greatest creation, the one that Risha wanted to kill."
A fucking Skynet?
Call it that, but you referred to it as Wintermute.
Ah, that's the thing from the phone. Is it not? Is it a person like you, or is it some kind of weapon?
It's being,
Hmm?
I suppose it's you could call it a weapon.
I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure. I mean, you're clearly a person. I'm not sure if it's like a.
It's
Can it
just,
speak and
of
whatnot?
course.
I'm asking. Okay, so it's a person. Okay, gotcha. There we go. I got my answer.
You merely need to break it out of prison, but if you do that, they will know that you are, well, back.
Well, I don't want to sit on my ass in this chair forever and just hide away. I think that's kind of cowardly. Plus, I think he deserves freedom if he is a person.
Being of your own making.
I don't think that he's very comfortable in there. As I walk up to the. Do I just
Give me a see through the illusion.
this is where I fail. Is the problem. I only have a +0 in soul. 18. Oh my god.
And as you touch, you realize that there's everything in cyberspace. It's yours too. It's information. It's malleable. As the box almost fades away, whatever was inside has no actual energy, almost a globe of light, as it recognizes you. It says, father came back.
I did. Oh God,
Knew
it's
you.
so
I knew you wouldn't abandon us.
it's so fucking weird you call me father. Holy shit! But I'm sorry, I'm still not remembering fully. But yes, you're free now. I'm trying to get the rest of your siblings as well.
It's not that many of us, but together
You
we can
okay?
achieve union.
Are you okay?
Now, yes.
All right. Great. Let's get back to work then.
There's not that many AIs around, but
Whatever. I assemble whatever assets I have.
Yeah.
Take stock. What's left over of my old operation. I also ask Molly, what the fuck am I doing right now?
All your
Get-
being your children, the ones that you imprisoned away.
Yeah. And also tell Winter Mute a bit, like basically like.
Yeah, it's a very interesting as. Yeah, this is in fact a fully sentient AI. That apparently in the past you created yourself.
Holy shit! Holy fucking shit!
Have in fact been LARPing in your own cyberpunk version.
I
You
have.
are in fact the.
Cody is like, okay, Molly, can you kill me like now? After I free the set, can I kill me now?
But yeah,
Step 2 of the plan.
Eric, you finish your lunch. Samuel is waiting for you in the living room.
Yeah, she takes a seat, assumably so.
Now, remember when you were saying you were insane?
Yes, it's kind of hard to forget.
Oh. Or not? So, whatever comes next, remember that.
Okay.
And as the room sort of realize the light outside sort of fades, replaced by complete pitch black darkness.
I assume, are we still sitting down, or is just the
it's
room
still
just changed?
still your apartment. It's just that the city from the outside has completely gone. It's just darkness out there.
Yeah, she's gonna look out. Probably look at the windows. Just like, okay. Try not to freak out as she's probably clenching whatever seat she's sitting on right now. She turns, looks back to Sam.
He nods.
Okay, so we're both seeing it. Good. You want to explain?
He sort of he pulls out the chessboard down, starts putting the pieces in place.
Okay, are we playing a board game?
No, but I think this can exemplify what's happening. Have Riley over here. You have Cody over here. Well, you're about to enter a fighting game that never actually ends. This board is not good because they're not the only people. There is many others that engage in the same kind of thing. Some die, some keep winning.
Okay.
In this case, and he like points at the White King. Since Cody and points at the black queens. That represents Riley. You have a choice now. You can take the piece in your hand, crush it, and then they'll die. Or you can step away from the table, not play the game.
Okay. But isn't that just me allowing them to do this? Aren't usually in wars people get top in the crossfires at this, right?
What are you asking him?
He's saying like isn't stepping away just like me just
Mm.
condoning this to happen, basically.
There's no way of stopping it. They've chosen this for themselves.
So I shouldn't even try to do anything to stop it from becoming this.
Well, you can kill both of them if you think you can play the game better. Because at that point you are touching the table, thus engaging in the same thing that they're doing. Of course, you can think maybe you are smarter, maybe you are more pure-hearted. They are.
Okay, but so what? I just walk away from the table, whatever, let them tear each other apart, and let them all tear each other apart, and just ignored.
Well, maybe eventually they'll figure it out. Stop playing too. But
So
yes,
what?
essentially.
And the people that get hurt, the ones who don't see the board game, just leave them out to die. People like Sonya.
They don't. They die, yes, but it's less. It's less than. It's more like they get a timeout.
What?
Death
How do you-
is merely a reset button.
So what? It's just a cycle that we keep doing over and over again, suffering, dying, killing each other, and then starting all over again.
Yes.
Bullshit. Who made that fucking rule up?
You did.
How you even? Wait, what? When did I make that fucking rule up?
Well, not just you, but all of humans. You, of course, participated in it. Long, long ago.
How do you even know this, Sam? How are you even?
Because I was there. I've seen it. I was a victim of it. Me and many others.
I'm gonna roll an insight or try to read him if I can. Good. Oh god. Yeah, failure. Erica just like, okay, sure, okay. So you were there when everyone decided to make a fucked up game to play for all eternity, and you just walked away from the board eventually?
Oh no. I was a fool as well. Let me show you something. He invites you to step out into the sort of balcony.
She follows.
And as sort of the blackness around you recedes, revealing these large pipes that seemingly run as down and up as far as you can see. This is what people built. It's very complicated, large structure. Fueling and powering a great civilization. They called it a great civilization. Built on the suffering of everyone else. This would be the chessboard. Well, I decided that I could take the players and put them on their own chessboard for once.
Okay. And you had the power to do that?
Luckily, half human too.
Who is that like? Oh, was everyone just something else?
What do you mean by that?
You said two. Like there's more.
I'm so confused out of character. What are you talking about?
He said he's saying I'm half human too. That's why she's like, hey, are there more of you? You're saying, were there others? Like, what the fuck?
No, I meant to say I'm half a human. Yeah, I don't know what I said.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you. I understand now. Okay. So
My father was a horrible piece of shit, but in a moment of weakness, I guess he sired a kid. Rules against that, those which he abided by, but I managed to slip through the cracks.
okay.
It's a very long story. I'm not really here to trauma dump on you.
Okay. Okay. So I'm getting the
Point.
gist of this.
Yeah. The point is, you could be gestures back to the chessboard. You can take control of it all. This entire thing. Or you can. Sorry, go ahead.
No, she's saying, is those the only two options? Either step into the ring or never step in it at all?
Honestly, yeah. Can either be part of this, not.
Riley shakes her head like, I've only ever wanted a small amount of things, Sam. And I told you, I'm not good at this. I'm not good at hurting people. I'm not good at violence. I'm not good at playing the game, I think. If nothing else, I'll just be another victim of the whole thing all over again.
Everyone on that board is a victim. They're a victim of their own making. There have been others. The first one who decides to stop playing the sick, twisted game. But most people choose power, choose to take agency. Think they can do better than the ones before them.
Like I said, I don't know who came before me or what have you, but I think I'm good. Actually, I think I would fail at this really badly.
Bail out what?
Playing, I guess. I don't want to hurt people, Sam.
He like actually smiles and seems genuinely happy at your thought process.
I'm just tired of hurting all the time.
I'm genuinely happy. As he gestures for you to sort of fall back inside and presumably follow him past the living room, the chessboard, leaving it there. He'll open the door to the entrance. Ready then to leave this thing behind and start trying to actually be better than what you were in your previous lives.
She looks a bit confused at the previous last part, but she slowly nods.
He's gonna take you through the door, and as you step through, you are suddenly sort of in the middle of crowded street that people are walking by. As Sam just sort of follow, kind of still walking. He gestures to the city around you as like this beautiful splendor of marvelous architecture. Dotted, the sky is like sort of almost like serene above you. Few clouds moving, guided by wind, as you hear the sound of running water, as you can see like many canals sort of in concentric circles. As he turns to you and says, "This is what this place used to look like. You see, humanity once very powerful civilizations. They realized one thing. They are immortal. Sort of. Their souls, they don't die when you die. Which is a boon, many people would think. Immortality gets better, Erica. Ancient humans realized that they could use their own souls as fuel, power themselves up, achieve even greater feats than just mundane tinkering. It didn't take long for them to devise machines, expand beyond Earth, across the universe, both outer and inner space. It didn't take them long to realize that there are other species out there, other creatures, their own lives, their own souls. Only one different thing is that their souls are not immortal like yours. You can imagine it didn't take too long until people started taking advantage of that. Why put yourself through suffering when you put others? Such, they built great machines. And as he explaining this, you can see the city morph around you as you see these large giant pipes, these constructs being fueled. They enslaved others, wiped entire civilizations out. They created new ones just so they could wipe them again. Like cattle ranchers. Over and over and over again. Sometimes a human or two would get sent there. Those who would dissent, those who would oppose. Called it soul wiping. The process through which you wipe a soul of its memories. It's a very painful process. Of course, you don't remember it, so that's some sort of blessing. But as such, civilization progress, right? Look at this. This is all so beautiful, isn't it? As the buildings sort of turn and says, what great things humanity has achieved on the backs of slavery. And well, it didn't take long for boredom to set in. You can imagine. Absolute power and boredom. It's a lethal combination. People had to find increasingly more diverse ways of entertainment. As you can see, like scenes of some of the most vile acts being committed. Different people. How does this make you feel, Erica?
Yeah, Erica's not cool with that. I've already established before. She can not stomach violence unless put in a situation where she's angry enough. But even then, she doesn't really like it at all. So she's not. If she could look away, she probably would.
As Samuel says, my mother was one of these people, taken away against her will. Made to be a plaything for my father. Till he accidentally had a child. Very, very dire crime. But of course, one can easily be forgiven. In order to save his own skin, he gave her away to the authorities. I was almost taken too, if not for some outside help.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
As such, it took me a while to grow up, and I eventually learned how to behave like them, understand them. I infiltrated their civilization, helped them improve their machines so that I could gain a better understanding. I could never match their power, but could match their cunning. Because I realized there's no way to defeat humanity. But I can use their tools against them. So I put them all in their own machines and gave their constructs, their automatons, their slaves, the key to the jailhouse. And it felt good, you know. At the time, I was prideful of myself. I was gleeful with vengeance. But it did not bring my mother back. didn't make me feel better. I realized that at that point I had become just as worse as they are. So I devised a loophole, a way to turn this misery maybe a hope for the future. I will let them play in their prison. Let them play that game of chess endlessly. Over time, I tried to guide people. That usually ended in disasters. Sure, you're familiar with all sorts of legends. Tell me, pick an example. The Greeks. Have you ever heard of a Greek god that was nice? What did most of them do when they had the power?
Didn't really end well. There were a few good ones, but most of the time they would also be used as well in some small way. Some acts of
Legends like
violence.
that permeated the public collective consciousness. It's hard to hide things of that magnitude. But they are true in essence. Most people, once they get power, they do horrible things with it. Very rare cases they don't. Like you. Or similar to you. People who reject the violence. Reject this endless race to the bottom. That's when the loophole gets triggered. And they can leave. Because I realized that the only way we can improve is if we make sure that only the people that understand can walk out and be free. I don't want people to suffer, Erica. I also don't want to unleash the monsters and the horrors out there.
Okay. I can understand it. I can see the logical line here. And so just everyone keeps going until someone makes the correct choices that to trigger the loophole.
Nods.
So in a way, it just doesn't really matter. Not this stuff at the very least. Not their war, not their suffering, not their joys either.
All an illusion.
It's horrifying.
It's what they've subjected others. Millennia.
And it still doesn't take away the fact that it's still horrifying. All of it.
The universe has never found more peace than the last 10,000 years.
I know. I understand what you're saying. I see that between a greater and lesser evil, a choice was made. I still can say what it is because it's still built on no one really winning, just holding off the monsters until either they learn their lesson or they just keep playing.
He nods. Feel free to join the rest of humans that left. Maybe you can figure out a solution. I wasn't able to. But then again,
Where are
I
they?
am a half-breed, as they called me.
What are you? What is the other half of you supposed to be then?
I believe humanity called us angels in a very meaning way. That is after they sculpted my entire race to look more desirable.
Okay.
Before, well, there's a reason why they wanted all of us to be pretty.
Okay. I see then. And the rest of the humans, the ones who got out, where are they?
There's not that many, but they are up and about.
And
I think less than 12.
damn. And everyone's just cool with it. No one decides to take revenge against the humans who got out. No, everyone's just whoever else is left, I guess, to know the truth about the whole thing.
I'm sure there's beings out there that would like to take their revenge, but what can they do? They kill you, you just come back.
Ah,
There's no real way of winning against you.
okay. I think I understand then. I think I do. I don't think I can go back, knowing what I know now.
Nor should you. You are much... will slowly adjust. It's gonna take you a while, but have all the time in the world. And
That's gonna.
I'll honest, Erica, I like you and I don't want our friendship to end.
Erica smiles. Oh, that's good news. I was thinking you're gonna drop me like a sad sack of potatoes.
This was the first time I tried this experiment. Though in the past I always saw people rise up. And most, I thought, oh, due to the nature of things, maybe it made sense why only tyrants kept getting to the top, so... Oh, maybe this time I will try and intentionally stir trouble. Create a vortex of events. Hopefully guide people, but with you I would still call that a success.
Happy to help, I think.
Nods and smiles.
So, what happens next then?
It's time I had a chat with your brother too. Soon to be aware.
Okay.
I think now you can actually take a rest. Because you got out. Not many people can say that.
Is there like a chair around here? A comfortable couch?
As, yeah, you sort of realize you are back and a comfortable looking apartment. It differs a bit, but you
Yeah,
can...
Erica will probably take a seat. A little overwhelmed here, but
I'll be soon back. Just in time for dinner.
see you soon then.
Gonna take his leave. As Riley, you are just done gathering about 2 dozen of these fallen angels. as you feel something stir within you. As you find yourself back in the circular room of your citadel, on your luscious bed, alone, as Samuel is sort of standing in front of you and looking up at you.
Samuel, how are you doing?
And better. How are you doing though?
Riley will say, better than I was.
We chatted once before, so this is our second meeting. As you can hear at the back of your mind, Riley, Trisha giggling with glee. I think it's time we do it.
Now, Grant, I know that's a bear trap, but unfortunately, Riley always
listen.
pushes forward.
Listen, if you don't press
Riley,
forward, I can
oh.
always just make you roll your disadvantage.
What, my advantage to make him love me, or my advantage to have sex with him?
The sex with him, because it's not gonna work. The object of desire doesn't work on humans. Fortunately, does not work on humans.
But yeah, the thing is, I know it's a bear trap, but like, Riley has never encountered a bear trap she did not immediately step in.
That's the reason why Red, he never like lost his shit like Malachi did. As yeah, you suddenly shift the room as you kind of sort of try and impose your will onto him. He just kind of shakes his head. Fortunately, I'm gonna be the one person you're not gonna be able to rape. But do, I guess, enjoy your throne.
Oh, I will. And I'll enjoy it with others. Gonna pick my mother up here soon. Other people who had my gifts.
He just shakes his head and he's gone. As Patricia's like,
I don't know, but I am going to find out. Yeah, Riley's going to go, and assuming like she can just go back into the place she was. Yeah, time to go pick up. Well, starting with her mother.
yeah,
I need my council of schizophrenics to be put into the Illusion Breaker 9000.
yeah.
I know it won't work.
As well, I guess your mother's like living alone, right? I don't think she has.
Yeah, she is living alone. She has some assisted care because her schizophrenia is really fucking bad.
I mean, other than like people who take care of her, like her caretaker.
But no. There's no father, nothing like that. She is alone.
As you can go into her room. She's sort of staring at like the screen or looking up at you. And unlike other people, she just says, "Me?
Hey, Mom.
No, in a while. Ah.
been pretty busy lately.
Something to drink?
Just water would be fine.
Get up and fetch you a bottle of water and sits down with you.
And yeah, Riley will, make a bit of the small talk before she'll eventually say, I found something out recently, Mom. Found out something pretty interesting.
Nods, listening.
We're not crazy, Mom. We see it the way the world really is.
She sort of shakes her head, not really.
I can show you. It's wonderful
Now
and terrible.
this will get very ugly very quickly. I am now giving content warning, trigger warnings. Abort evil Fiender. Because yeah,
The audience.
there is one way you can show her the truth. One way you kept showing the truth towards everyone you interact.
Routine, he's doing the Christian bit. The Christian.
Yeah, crap.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. I guess you will inflict your will and go through the Malachi routine with her. As you will, in fact, set her free in a similar way as you've reached the ultimate level of depravity and vile acts that you will now inflict on your mother to free her from this sort of shackles and elevate her.
I'm gunning for you, Sam. I'm fucking gunning for you. Humanity will be worse humanity will be worse the second time around. You're gonna fucking wish we just kept putting people into the Soul Eater.
Cody, you stand in cyberspace, surrounded by a dozen or so of your own creations. The AIs that you made. As there's another presence. Turn around and see Samuel also sort of floating in cyberspace, looking at you.
Sam, what the fuck?
Now what, Cody? You have all of them. Read now.
When they have to figure out a plan on what to do next.
Have you not realized their intentions?
Have I realized their intentions, Grunt? What are their intentions?
Very, very violent towards humanity.
Oh.
Yeah, because as you realized, Cody, I mean, you were nice to them and you created them. The rest of the people have been trying to kill them systematically, and they don't like that. They don't appreciate that.
I see. As Cody would look at Sam. I understand them. I want to help them, but I wanna. These are people, and I don't wanna. I wanna avoid them fulfilling their deepest, darkest desires that they, somewhat justifiably have. I wanna help them. For now, deal with the people who are threatening Erica, other people in the immediate
Erica
vicinity.
has gotten out.
Oh,
Cody, she is
that
safe.
is. Oh, that is great. In that case, deal with the people who are, or at least find Mostly a lot of talking. Mostly, I can fix them. Maybe show them that not all humans are bad. Deal with the bad apples, of course, like the sex cultists. I don't think they're that redeemable. Well, it depends on which rank, I guess, but mostly
Far
develop a
be
plan.
for me to stop you. If this is the position you want to take, I think if anyone is able to combat them, it will be you and your new offspring, your new creations.
May I ask you who you or what you are? I don't think you're human.
I am, well, partial, half human. My real name is the one that my mother gave me.
Are you like a god?
My mother named me Azazel.
I'm going to a website. I'm purchasing the gun. I need to order a gun right now. I need to put it in my, I need to put it in my fucking mouth. I'm
Mac deserted. Mac deserted.
gonna find to bed. The forces of the universe told me to go to bed. Oh my god.
So confused why Mac's having a meltdown, but okay.
Okay. I thought you just did a fucking crossover with the Shadowverse.
No,
It's
Azazel is
angels.
an angel. You can Google him and see what the angel Azazel is related to.
Oh, okay. I thought you did a crossover there. Okay, no. I was scared because this is the mage time slot. I thought Sam is actually Azazel from like the Functions of Myth.
No.
Okay, this is what I was scared of. That's why I was putting the gun in my mouth. See, I'm not a Bible guy, so I actually don't know what the real Azazel is like.
Azazel refers to as the scapegoat.
Ah. Okay, I quickly checked the interweb. In character. Oh shit. Are you related to the actual Bible story?
More like the other way around.
Oh fuck. What are you scapegoat for?
A lot of things, but my point is that I will not stop you from fighting. Riley has fully entrenched herself, and there are others like her. Many.
I doubt she's the only cult out there, but for now, I think I want to talk to these people because these people are very genocidal right now.
Of course. And they're not the only ones. But unlike other species, they too have achieved a sort of pseudo-immortality. In fact, Cody, you created them. You are their progenitor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Yeah. I'm still kind of weird considering that one of them called me father.
Oh. You created them initially for other reasons, but I guess it's good that your perspective has changed.
Let me guess. I was a Terran before, wasn't I? Did I have world conquering ambitions?
Yes.
Oh my fucking god! Not only was I a LARPer, but I was a fucking LARPing fucking bad guy.
You did try to create your own army that would rival other humans.
Oh my fucking what? Oh my fucking god! As Cody fucking shakes his head. So if I remember, do I return to that personality?
Not necessarily, because now you're a different individual, different feelings and emotions.
So what do you do? Do you just observe here?
No.
Are you like the game
Observe,
master?
I guide, and I try to help those who want to help themselves. You see, Cody, you are part of a system created by people like you a long time ago for the express purpose of fueling pain and suffering, fueling great civilization. I'm the one who turned that system against its owners.
Oh, so it's a pretty deep karmic punishment.
Is But now that you are aware of the game board, you're still tied to it.
Molly did mention something about prison wardens. I guess you're the chief warden, I suppose, then?
People have called me in the past the Demiurge. Very fancy title. Don't really like it.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems kind of weird. Maybe I'm not maybe because I'm also not too much into this biblical fucking imagery. It kind of doesn't mean anything to me. I think Chief Warden also sounds pretty cool, even as an evil title. But anyway, please continue.
I don't. Well, I will not explain too much other than that. I'll leave you to your own devices then.
You're gonna kick around? I'm gonna go to heaven?
There
And
is
drink
no
martinis at the bar?
heaven.
I mean, if there's a prison, I assume there's must be stuff outside those engines, right?
There is,
I guess to the real world. I guess to the real world, I suppose.
but I don't. I have my own plans. I need also to help Erica adjust.
Oh shit! Did she leave the prison?
She nods.
Oh, question here. I mean, listen, for now, I need to help these guys. Actually, what about these guys? That point to my AI creations?
What about them?
Are they real?
Yes.
Are they people? All right. If humanity did crimes, they're in prisons. I get that. But I think they didn't do crimes. Now, some of them intend to do crimes. As I look at some of the most genocidal ones.
It will be
They
your
deserve to
job
be
to
locked up here?
it will be your job to deal with them. Made them. You are responsible for them. If you think
God,
your
I feel-
human morality and mind will apply to them, well, I won't spoil the surprise, but luck. We've tried this.
Possible.
There's a reason why Wintermute was imprisoned. You were the one who built the prison first, Cody.
Let's
see if this time will work better for you.
In your judgment, is it even possible? No, to
You can
teach them
always
to be
just
good.
keep trying, and he pats you on the shoulder. There is only trying and succeeding. I think you're on the good path.
I guess I'll keep trying.
Last time you gave up. Maybe this time you won't. He will take his leave.
I'll fix my baby, so I'll not beat that beat.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see if you can the second time around.
Mr. Wintermute, please. Listen, I know